Jerky. That ain't gonna work. What's up, guys? It's Bob. Hey, today I want to show you the reason that I got into hunting, and that's because I tried deer jerky. Let me show you what I got here. I've already pre-sliced this jerky. I use whole muscle meat, but you can do ground like you would make into snack sticks. That works fine too. I've tried that. But me personally, I like the whole muscle meat, which is literally just the muscle. You slice it real thin into little bite-sized pieces, and we're going to walk you through making that jerky. So this is for 3 pounds, and I got 2 different recipes here because I like spicy jerky, but not everybody in my family does. So we're going to be using, I'll show you what it is. High Mountain Seasonings. This stuff is bomb. This is probably my favorite, is the cracked pepper and garlic, but they have variety packs where you can try different versions of their stuff. So you can find these at your local sporting goods stores. I'm sure you can buy it from their website. I've also pre-mixed my spices. Here's something I found important. You mix your spices according to how much weight of meat you are going to be curing. So get yourself a scale, weigh your meat, 2 pounds and 12 ounces. So I'm going to make it for 3 pounds, which was right on the money. Drained a little bit of blood out of there. So that's the first thing to do. You want to get all that moisture off of this best you can. So we're going to go ahead and drain this blood off of the meat, rinse it one good time, and then I'm going to weigh it and separate it into 2 different mixing bowls because we're going to have to coat that meat. I just cut the little corner off the top here, and that just gives a small opening where the blood can run out, but the meat's going to stay. So I'm going to take, I know I've got 2 pounds and 12 ounces, so I'm going to do 12 ounces of the Inferno, and we'll do 2 pounds of the other. Alright, so to make this cleaner, what you can do, go ahead and put yourself on some gloves. Now what you want to do is get your seasoning, and this is, make sure if you're using multiple seasonings you know which one is which. It only takes a little bit of that Inferno and you can set somebody on fire. So make sure I got the right seasoning. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle about half of that on the meat. And I'm going to mix that up with my hands. If you have any meat that is not separated, like this piece, just pull it apart. You don't want the meat to be hanging together. You want it to separate. Once you get that all mixed up, stir it around so it's even. Go ahead and sprinkle the rest on, like so. So we're going to do the same thing. This is going to be good. It already smells good. It only has half the seasoning on it. So after I get this all mixed up, and it's all even, I'm going to put it in a gallon Ziploc bag and squeeze as most of the air as I can get out. And then we're going to let that marinate for 24 hours. There's also a chart in there that tells you based off of if you're using whole muscle meat or if you're using ground meat. That will vary how long the meat needs to marinate, and I don't know, the longer you let it sit, the saltier it becomes because of the cure, but the more the flavor sinks in. So whatever it recommends for the weight weight of meat that I have, and the thickness that you cut the meat, I go a little more on top of that, just so I make sure that I have the flavor I want and lots of it. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to put that meat in these bags, appropriately labeled, and then we're going to stick them in the fridge and just let them marinate. Tell them, what we got here?
Jerky.
And what kind of jerky? What's this one say? Say Inferno?
Inferno?
Yeah, Inferno. That means hot. You going to eat the hot one? It's really hot. You want it? Okay, I didn't think so. So we made another one. What else we got right here? Pepper and garlic, just like last time.
And garlic.
Pepper and garlic. Stuff's good, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And probably in another year or two, we're going to be taking you hunting, huh?
Yep.
And I'm probably going to be taking you because we're moving to Missouri coming up. And they have a good youth season down there. So we're going to get you, maybe take your first deer next year, huh?
Yeah.
That sound good? Then you can make a whole bunch of jerky from the one that you get.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Like kill my first deer.
Yep, yep. And then we don't kill stuff unless we eat it, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to eat it. All right, here. You want to put these in the fridge for me?
Yeah.
All right. Here. Let's put those in the fridge. I'll get this camera shut off. So, since that's what got me into it, guess what's going to get him into it? Right? Okay guys, so we let our deer jerky marinate for about 26 hours. Now I'm putting them in my dehydrator system. This is a stackable tray system. It's got 6 trays, and what I do is I just take those pieces of jerky and spread them out evenly so they're not touching, and I want about the same amount of jerky on each tray. And in various positions so that the air from my particular dehydrator shoots heat down from the top. Here's the way this one works. It's just got this little heat fan on the bottom. It's going to force that warm air down into these trays. So what I don't want is channels where the air can only go in certain areas. I want it to be able to spread out all the way through. So don't completely cover up your trays so that there's no way for the air to get past the top tray to get down to the others. You want breathing room in these things. Alright guys, so we checked this after 8 hours and it was still a little bit spongy to the feel on some of those thicker pieces, so we've let it go now for about 10 hours. This should be right where we want it. Perfect. What I'm looking at here is when I bend these pieces, I want to be able to see those grains turn white in the middle. If they're still red and they just bend and don't start breaking and tearing apart, it's not dry enough. At least for how I like the jerky. So this means we're good, and I will just double check one of these trays closer to the bottom to make sure that it's good. Yep. And we're good to go, guys. We're gonna pull this jerky off and let it sit in the bag for a little while as we snag a piece or two off of it. But that's it. That's how you make your own deer jerky. It's pretty simple. We'll catch you guys next time.